1,002 professional matches, 21 World Cup goals, 6 World Cup tournaments, 39 World Cup appearances, more than any human being has ever made in the history of this competition. And in all of that, across every stadium, every tournament, every opponent, Lionel Messi has never once played against England. Not in a friendly, not in a tournament, not at a World Cup. He was suspended for the only meeting between these nations in the last 21 years, a 2005 friendly he watched from the stands at 18 years old. Tonight, at 38 years old, in what is almost certainly the final World Cup of his life, Messi finally plays England at Atlanta Stadium in a World Cup semifinal, with a place in the final on the line. Welcome back to KodusFC. This is England versus Argentina. Semifinal 2, Wednesday, July 15th. The second of the greatest fixtures in international football history. 60 years of rivalry, fury, controversy, and magic, and tonight a new chapter begins. The winner goes to New Jersey on July 19th. The loser goes home. Let us break this down. England's road to this semifinal has been defined by one word: resilience. They topped Group L comfortably, a 4-2 win over Croatia, their opening statement, the biggest winning margin England have ever recorded against the Croatians. They beat DR Congo 2-1 in the round of 32, Kane scoring twice in the final minutes after England had trailed. Then the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, the most intimidating stadium in world football, 10 men for 40 minutes after Kwanzaa's red card, Bellingham scoring twice, Mexico equalizing twice, Kane's penalty the winner. 3-2 with 10 men at the Azteca, then Norway and Miami. Sheldrup's brilliant strike put Norway ahead. Bellingham equalized before halftime. No goals in the second half. Extra time, Bellingham struck again. England 2, Norway 1. 4 matches, 4 wins. A brace from Bellingham in back-to-back knockout games. England are in the semi-finals of the World Cup for the 4th time since 2018, as many as they had reached in their entire history before 2018. Thomas Tuchel, a German manager, stands 2 wins from making England world champions for the first time in 60 years. Argentina's road has been the opposite. Not controlled, not calm, but a roller coaster that has left every neutral exhausted and every Argentine fan aged a decade. They were perfect in the group stage. 9 points from 3 matches, 12 goals scored, beating Algeria 3-0, Austria 2-0, Jordan 3-1. Then the knockouts began. Against Cape Verde in the round of 32, Argentina needed extra time to win 3-2 against a team making their World Cup debut. Against Egypt in the round of 16, Argentina were 2-0 down with 10 minutes remaining. Romero pulled one back, then Messi equalized. Then Enzo Fernandez headed home in the 93rd minute. 3-2, from 2 goals down in injury time. Then Switzerland in the quarterfinal. 0-0 at halftime. 1-0 Argentina through Mac Allister. Ndoye equalized. Extra time. Alvarez's thunderbolt in the 112th minute. Lautaro Martinez in the 120th plus 1. 3-1, Argentina are through. But Switzerland played the final 20 minutes with 10 men after a controversial red card. Argentina have now played 3 consecutive knockout matches that have gone beyond 90 minutes. They have played 360 minutes of knockout football. England have played 270. Argentina arrive in Atlanta carrying more fatigue than any remaining team at this tournament. But they also arrive with something no other team has. They have never lost a World Cup semifinal. 5 previous semifinals, 5 wins. A perfect record at this stage that no other nation in history can match. Let us start with the number that defines this match before a ball is kicked. Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham, 6 goals each. It is the first time in World Cup history that 2 players from the same nation have both scored 6 or more goals in a single tournament. England have 2 individual threats inside the same squad that no previous England team has ever produced. Kane, 85 England goals all time. The record holder, he has scored in every knockout game of this tournament. He won a penalty against Mexico that turned the match. He scored twice against DR Congo when England were in danger. He is the player England call on when they need a goal that matters. Bellingham, 6 goals at this World Cup, the most ever scored by an England midfielder in a single tournament. He has scored in back-to-back knockout games with braces. He is 23 years old and plays without fear. Bukayo Saka and Anthony Gordon each have 3 assists. England's attack is the most complete unit they have assembled in 60 years of trying. But England have concerns. Declan Rice, their midfield anchor, was visibly below full fitness against Norway after suffering from illness in the days before the match. England's right-back position remains unsettled after Kwanzaa's suspension. Rice's fitness is the single most important question Thomas Tuchel faces before tonight's team sheet is confirmed. Tuchel himself is chasing history. If England reach the final, he becomes only the 4th manager in World Cup history to manage a nation other than his birth country to a final. The first since Ernst Happel took the Netherlands there in 1978. For Argentina, Lionel Messi. 21 World Cup goals. The all-time record extended at this very tournament. 8 goals in 6 matches at this World Cup alone. He scored in every match until the quarter-final against Switzerland, where he contributed an assist for McAllister's opener before being managed carefully through extra time. He is 38 years old and has more World Cup goals than any human being has ever scored. He is the all-time leading goal scorer, the all-time leading appearance maker, and tonight, for the first time, he faces England. Around him, Julian Alvarez offers energy and movement. Lautaro Martinez offers power in the box. Alexis McAllister and Enzo Fernandez provide midfield quality that few nations can match. Rodrigo de Paul drives. And the entire system is built around creating the spaces that Messi finds, even at 38, before anyone else sees them. Lionel Scaloni is aiming to become only the 7th manager in World Cup history to reach 2 consecutive finals, and only the 2nd to do so with Argentina after Carlos Bilardo managed it in 1986 and 1990. One more extraordinary fact. Antonio Rattín, the Argentine captain, sent off against England in the 1966 World Cup quarterfinal, the match that began this entire rivalry, passed away on Saturday, July 11th. Hours before Argentina beat Switzerland, the Argentine squad wore black armbands in his memory. Now they face England in a semi-final for the first time since that afternoon in 1966, when Rattín was led from the field by police officers. Some stories cannot be invented. Tactically, this is the most fascinating semi-final matchup since 1986. England under Thomas Tuchel operate in a 4-3-3 that has evolved across this tournament from cautious to increasingly aggressive. Rice and Elliot Anderson control the ground. Anderson leading England in tackles, interceptions, and possession won throughout the tournament. Bellingham roams between the lines to receive, turn, and shoot. Kane drops deep to link play. Saka and Gordon provide width and directness. England's system is designed to press high, win the ball quickly, and transition at speed before opposition defenses can reset. It worked against Mexico. It worked against Norway. Argentina, with their own high defensive line, may present the same spaces. Argentina under Scaloni play a fluid 4-3-3 that shifts constantly around Messi's movement. Messi drops deep to collect the ball, turns, and either drives or finds Alvarez and de Paul in front. Tactically, this is the most fascinating semi-final matchup since 1986. England under Thomas Tuchel operate in a 4-3-3 that has evolved across this tournament from cautious to increasingly aggressive. Rice and Elliot Anderson control the ground. Anderson leading England in tackles, interceptions, and possession won throughout the tournament. Bellingham roams between the lines to receive, turn, and shoot. Kane drops deep to link play. Saka and Gordon provide width and directness. England's system is designed to press high, win the ball quickly, and transition at speed before opposition defenses can reset. It worked against Mexico. It worked against Norway. Argentina, with their own high defensive line, may present the same spaces. Argentina under Scaloni play a fluid 4-3-3 that shifts constantly around Messi's movement. Messi drops deep to collect the ball, turns, and either drives or finds Alvarez and de Paul in front. England's only knockout victory against Argentina came in 1966 at Wembley on home soil. With Rattín sent off, England have never beaten Argentina in a neutral venue World Cup knockout match. But equally, Argentina have never won a World Cup semifinal against a European nation. Their 5 previous semifinal wins all came against South American or African opposition. Tonight, for the first time, Argentina face a European nation in a World Cup semifinal. And England faced the defending champions on neutral ground in a knockout match, something they have never survived in this rivalry. England's greatest strength at this tournament has been the ability to win ugly. 3-2 at the Azteca with 10 men. 2-1 in extra time against Norway after going behind. This is a squad that has not panicked in any situation it has faced. Kane scores the goals that matter. Bellingham creates the moments that nobody else creates. And defensively, Stones and Guehi have been composed and reliable throughout. Their weakness tonight is fatigue of a specific kind, not physical, but mental. Argentina have taken England to the edge before. The 1998 shootout. The 1986 drama. England players know that history. Whether they can eliminate it from their minds is a different question from whether they can win the football. Rice's fitness remains a question that will only be answered when the team sheet arrives. Argentina's greatest strength is precisely the opposite of England's. They find a way when it seems there is no way. 2-0 down against Egypt with 10 minutes left. Still won. Cape Verde twice equalizing. Still won. Switzerland pushing them through 120 minutes. Still won. This Argentina side has the mentality of a team that does not believe it can lose. Their weakness is the fatigue that is now undeniable. 360 minutes of knockout football. 2 extra time matches. 4 days less rest than England had before this semifinal. In the second half of matches, Argentina have been repeatedly exposed. They conceded 4 of their 5 knockout goals in the second period. If England stay close through 60 minutes, Argentina may tire. Their second weakness is VAR controversy. Messi escaped a red card against Algeria. A Switzerland player was sent off in circumstances that remain disputed. Egypt had a goal disallowed against them. Critics say Argentina have been fortunate. Argentina say the best teams find a way to benefit from fortune. Tonight, in a match this magnitude, neither side can afford to be on the wrong side of those decisions. My prediction: this is the closest match of the tournament. England win 2-1 in extra time. Bellingham scores. He has scored in every knockout game that England have faced adversity and needed a leader. Kane converts when it matters. Argentina score. Messi finally faces England, and I do not believe Messi fails to contribute in the match he has waited his entire career for. But Argentina's fatigue, playing their 3rd consecutive extra time knockout, proves decisive. If this goes to penalties, Argentina have won their last penalty shootout. England have lost their last 5. History says Argentina, but history also said England could not win at the Azteca with 10 men. This England team does not read history. They rewrite it. England versus Argentina. The rivalry that football invented and history keeps rewriting. Antonio Rattín died on the day Argentina beat Switzerland. His team now faces England for the first time since his sending off in 1966. Lionel Messi, 21 World Cup goals, 39 World Cup appearances, faces England for the very first time, at 38 years old. Possibly for the very last time, Harry Kane, 85 England goals, 1 missed penalty that still defines his tournament history, has the chance to score the goal that puts England in a World Cup final for the first time in 60 years. And Jude Bellingham, 23 years old, 6 World Cup goals, back-to-back braces in knockout football, has become the player England have been waiting for since 1966. 1 match, 1 winner, 2 legacies defined forever. 2 questions for the comments. First, does Messi finally score against England tonight? Second, who goes to the final in New Jersey? Drop your prediction. Like the video. Subscribe to KodusFC. The World Cup final preview goes live the moment the result is confirmed. Kickoff is 3 o'clock Eastern at Atlanta Stadium, Wednesday, July 15th. This is the match. This is the moment. See you in the next one.